We are taking you into the news right now with the Fox 45 news feed. It's 11 a.m. There are new developments about a teenage suspect charged in the Brooklyn Day mass shooting. Coming up, where the case will be tried and how that could impact the end result. And it is almost the unthinkable. Parents accused of helping their child carry out an attack at a Baltimore City school. Coming up, the criminal past that new court documents are revealing about one of the parents. And a live look at the radar. We saw a few flurries this morning, but rain is heading our way this weekend. Coming up, meteorologist Justin Chambers will have a look at your Ravens Day forecast. Fox 45 News Midday starts now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
Thanks for joining us for Fox 45 News Midday. I'm Patrice Sanders. We begin with new details about the Brooklyn Day mass shooting. Nearly 5 months after 2 people were killed and 28 others hurt at the block party, Fox 45 News has confirmed a 17-year-old facing weapons and riot charges in connection to the shooting will be tried as an adult. Olivia Dance brings us a closer look at the case. Olivia.
Now that the teen will be tried as an adult, he could be facing some serious jail time. Attorney Kurt Nachman, who's not affiliated with this case, says that the jail time would be based on his criminal history. But according to the teen's attorney, he doesn't have any.
In adult court, obviously, instead of facing rehabilitation, you're facing potential jail time. He's facing the potential for serious jail time. Whether or not he would actually get serious jail time is a totally separate issue.
Baltimore police say the teen can be seen in this video pulling out an assault weapon just before the shots rang out. Prosecutors argue that sparked fear in people and, quote, incited additional shootings. Again, the 17-year-old arrested in connection to the Brooklyn Day mass shooting is being tried as an adult. The charges against him include possession of an assault weapon and riot charges. Shortly after the teen's arrest, his attorney, Michael Clinkscale, was pushing to have the case remain in juvenile court, arguing that we don't know if the gun was a real gun or a toy gun. But Nachman is not surprised by the decision to try the teen as an adult, considering that 2 people died and 28 others were injured in the shooting.
In this situation, given the balance of the evidence and weighing all the factors, I'm sure the judge made a determination that he should be tried an adult.
4 other teens have been arrested in connection to the shooting, but so far none of the suspects have been directly charged with the 2 murders. For now, reporting in Baltimore, I'm Olivia Dance, Fox 45 News, Midday.
Fox 45 News will continue to follow the suspects connected to the Brooklyn Day mass shooting and keep you updated on each of their cases along with any new arrests as they are announced. You can find all of our past reporting on our website, foxbaltimore.com. When it comes to tackling the juvenile crime crisis, Baltimore City State's Attorney Ivan Bates is saying whether you're a juvenile or an adult, if you break the law, you will be held accountable. Months away from the primary race for mayor, and then the general election happens the following November. We've been asking voters where they stand on crime and if they want a tougher approach like that of City State's Attorney Ivan Bates.
Yes. Why? Because you got to pay for the crime you commit. You need to. Maybe you won't do it no more. The tougher you get.
I think I've heard that message before and nothing ever happens.
I'd like to hear more about schools and changing the education system.
The May primary is quickly approaching when we can expect to hear more from both candidates on their plans and from voters on what they want to see from their city leaders. Baltimore mayoral candidate Sheila Dixon takes a tougher on crime stance than incumbent Mayor Brandon Scott. New poll numbers indicate that messaging and her campaign overall is resonating with voters. The poll from Lake Research Partners in Washington, D.C. surveyed 800 likely voters in the Democratic primary for Baltimore mayor. Initially, it showed Dixon polling at 39% and Brandon Scott with 31%. But after those surveyed heard profiles of each candidate and statements on Scott's time in office, the poll showed Dixon with a 14-point lead. Fox 45 News is your election headquarters. We'll continue to follow the Baltimore mayoral race along with the other big races. You can follow all of our coverage on our website, foxbaltimore.com. Today marks 2 months since the war between Israel and Hamas started. The United Nations says more than 80% of Gaza's population has been driven from their homes since the start of the war. And Hamas-run health ministry in Gaza says more than 16,000 Palestinians have been killed. About 1,200 people in Israel have also died. The head of the United Nations is once again calling for a ceasefire in Gaza, but this time he is invoking a rarely used power in the UN Charter known as Article 99. With it, Secretary General Antonio Guterres can bring any matter he believes threatens international peace to the UN Security Council's attention. And to Guterres, the war in Gaza fits this description. The UN Security Council is expected to discuss the war tomorrow. Making headlines, another mass shooting in America. At least 3 people are dead and 1 person in critical condition after a late-night shooting at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas campus. Officials say the suspected shooter is dead. In Texas, a 34-year-old is in custody, accused in a string of shootings that span 2 different cities. Police say Shane James Jr. killed his parents before shooting and killing 4 others. Officers say he was confronted by police during a mental health emergency in August, but despite that and a warrant for cutting off an ankle monitor, he was not arrested at that time. 11:06, here's a look at today's top trending stories. Trending number 1, new details about one of the parents accused of taking part in a fight outside of Carver-Votech that ended with 3 teens shot. Court records show William Dretton was on federal probation at the time of the shooting. Records show he spent 4 years in federal prison after entering into a plea deal on a drug case back in 2019. Trending number 2, in Baltimore City, leaders unveiling a new license plate reader system. Police say it will provide real-time data to help police catch carjacking, robbery, and other suspects in South Baltimore. Trending number 3, Maryland Congressman Kwesi Mfume announces $1.3 million for eco-friendly community development projects in Baltimore City. The Green and Healthy Homes Initiative will receive $750,000 to renovate 75 homes in Baltimore to improve energy efficiency and health outcomes. Trending number 4, the Orioles make a deal with right-handed pitcher Craig Kimbrell on a 1-year contract for the 2024 season with a club option for 2025. Kimbrell is a 9-time All-Star and 2018 World Series champion with the Red Sox, with a lot of success tied to his name. Download the Fox 45 News app for up-to-the-minute traffic conditions, breaking news, and weather anytime. Search WBFF in your app store. How many naps is too many naps? Well, if you're a chin-strap penguin, the limit does not exist. Coming up, how new research reveals they take more than 10,000 naps a day. How much sleep that all adds up to? It's like 1 second naps? What is it? Meta is making changes. The new security feature that is becoming standard. And canceling more student loan debt, the new number the Biden administration just wiped out.
A chilly afternoon ahead. We'll see a mix of clouds and sun. Should see some more sun as we get later into the afternoon, and then warmer for the weekend. But you can see these numbers here today only in the upper 40s, back to the mid 30s tonight, and then we're into the mid to upper 50s on Friday. We'll talk about that warmer weekend as well as the rain that's on the way that is going to impact the Ravens game. We'll do that coming up.
Fox 45 News, winner of 16 2022 Regional Emmy Awards, more than all other Baltimore news stations combined.
11:10, welcome back. Today is Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. On December 7th, 1941, 2,400 service members and civilians lost their lives in a 2-hour air raid by Japanese forces on the U.S. naval base in Hawaii. The sneak attack shook America's confidence and pulled the country into World War II. Today marks 82 years since the attack on Pearl Harbor. Taking a look now at your social stream, the Biden administration is canceling more student debt. The administration says it is adding an additional $4.8 billion of student debt relief. The new funding brings the total debt cancellation to almost $132 billion for more than 3.6 million Americans. You've got varying reactions. Another $4.8 billion in student debt forgiveness, 80,300 lives impacted. Education should be open doors, not locking them with debt. Thank you, President Biden. On the other side, someone saying the person who voluntarily took out the loan should be the only person responsible for paying back the loan. Former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy is resigning from Congress at the end of the year. He's served in Congress since 2007 and most recently served as Speaker, but he was ousted from that position in October amid infighting in the Republican Party. Reaction this morning: Speaker McCarthy, you did this to yourself. You should be embarrassed. Another one saying, best wishes on your next adventure. Thank you for your service. Facebook's parent company Meta is going to start fully encrypting messages on Facebook and Messenger. Messenger already had the option to turn on encryption, but this change will have messages be encrypted by default. You've got one person saying about time, Meta, privacy matters, but another one saying end-to-end encryption will mean Meta's current apparatus for detecting known child sexual abuse imagery will be rendered useless, meaning the company will be unable to spot criminal material being spread through its channels. Well, still ahead, let the punishment fit the crime. Coming up, the sentence one woman is facing after throwing a bowl of food at a fast food worker. And new COVID cases are on the rise just as people prepare to gather for the Christmas holiday. Coming up, the new variant doctors are watching. And coming up at noon, it's Karamo. Then at 1, it's Sherry, followed by Hot Bench at 2. 11:12 now on Fox 45 News Midday. (11:14), we're back with a live look over M&T Bank Stadium. Things are mostly dry right now, but you may need an umbrella for Sunday's game. After a bye week, the Ravens will take on the LA Rams right here in Baltimore this Sunday, December 10th at 1 o'clock. You can watch the game right here on Fox 45. Pre-game coverage starts at noon, and again, that kickoff, 1 p.m. Turning now to the 2024 election. Republican presidential hopefuls go head-to-head in their 4th debate as the primary race narrows. This is the last debate before voters cast the first ballots in next month's Iowa caucus. The candidates, minus former President Donald Trump, tackled issues like the Israel-Hamas war and migrants at the southern border.
If they had a plan which showed me that we could get them out safely, you're damn right I'd send the American Army in there to get our people home and get them home now.
We need to build a wall across the southern border. I'll get it done.
With the exception of Governor Chris Christie, none of the candidates harshly criticized President Trump. A new poll finds President Joe Biden's job performance rating has dropped since the start of the year. The CNN poll conducted by SSRS shows President Biden's job approval rating now stands at 37%. Among Democrats, it's 72%, and among self-described liberals, Biden's job performance is 63%. His rating was in the 80s among those groups in January. A health alert for you now. COVID-19 cases are on the rise again. According to the latest CDC data, more than 19,000 patients were hospitalized from November 19th through the 25th with COVID symptoms. That is up 10% from the previous week. COVID deaths have held steady. Officials are closely watching a new variant that is spreading quickly around the world, JN1. It's barely been detected in the U.S., but officials believe its current rate of growth could fuel a wave of cases. Using hair straightening products could be much more dangerous than previously thought. A new study found most products that produce shiny, frizz-free hair include a compound known as siloxane. Researchers say that is concerning since the chemicals are linked to liver, lung, and nervous system damage in animals. They haven't been tested on humans. Coming up tonight on Fox 45 News at 4, carjacking in Senate President Bill Ferguson's own neighborhood. The exclusive video you're seeing first on Fox. Then at 5, the Baltimore County Council chair is pushing amendments to a bill that would strip power from the county inspector general. Tonight, we sit down with Councilman Julian Jones as he responds to the backlash. And at 6, criminals now using rideshare apps to steal cars. The troubling trend across Baltimore and the latest incident causing concern. You can get Fox 45 News in a flash through your Amazon Alexa or Echo. We now deliver your local headlines and forecasts in less than 2 minutes. If you have an Amazon device, tell it to enable Fox 45 Baltimore. 11:17 and now to today's talking point. A woman who threw a bowl of hot food in a Chipotle worker's face has been sentenced to 1 month in jail and 2 months working at a fast food restaurant. The judge actually gave 39-year-old Rosemary Haney the choice. He said she could either spend 90 days in jail or do 30 days behind bars and then work at a fast food restaurant for the other 60 days. She took the second option after pleading guilty to misdemeanor assault. I bet she did. Lady T with the Be More Lifestyle is here now. So what do you think about the sentence? First of all, you threw food in somebody's face.
Wait, I didn't throw the
fast
food.
Food restaurant.
Oh, okay, you meant her. I was like, I didn't throw the food. I didn't do it. I didn't do it, Patrice, okay? I know better than that. You don't throw Chipotle because, Chipotle is, legendary. You don't throw that anywhere, okay? But I feel like this was I feel like it could have been worse. If it could have been worse as a person, it'd be her. Because you only get to work at a fast food restaurant 2 months. Do you know what? You're going to learn so much in that time frame. So, okay?
I mean, if I were the person who had the food thrown at me, I think I might be okay with this sentence. You need to do some jail time because you didn't need to throw food in my face
but
for just
only
trying
a
to do
month?
my job.
Only a month?
Yeah, come work in the fast food industry and see what that's like.
That's a sentencing in itself. Have you ever worked in retail? My goodness, I worked in retail, and that was a sentence as well. You gotta.
So maybe she'll see that they're trying to do their jobs. People are rude. People are nasty.
She's gonna learn firsthand what it's like being on that, on that front line and doing that. She's gonna learn firsthand. She better just hope you don't get nothing thrown at you in return.
Exactly. I think she got off easy.
She got off very easy, Patrice. Oh my goodness.
Thanks, Lady T. Well, now we're getting over to meteorologist Justin Chambers. He's got your weather, and we could see some rain later this week, but nothing like those in Washington State seeing, Justin.
Well, look at this flooding situation. This is the aerial footage here from Washington State. They had that atmospheric river that brought tons of rain to that area, and this is near Savannah, Washington, where you can see just roads completely underwater. So they do not need more moisture here. Here, well, we're still in a drought. In fact, we're still more than 6 inches below average for the year, and we don't look like we're going to see a lot of rain. Now, that's going to change on Sunday. That will help a little bit, and I'll talk about that in a moment. Hour-by-hour forecast for today, mid to upper 40s. Lots of cloud cover out there. We should see the sun break out a little bit later into the afternoon, but temperatures are only going to get to the upper 40s, so we'll still be chilly, just not as windy as we were yesterday. For your temperatures, the average this time of year is 50, so a lot of us in the low to mid 40s, even some upper 40s right around Baltimore City as we head toward the afternoon. And looking up and down the 95 corridor, colder to the north with warmer temperatures to the south. So actually lower 50s in Richmond for today. Now, checking your temperature tracker, we'll see those numbers climb mid to upper 50s into Friday, Saturday close to 60, even lower 60s on Sunday. And that does come with rain. So Ravens forecast, we'll see those numbers in the 60s for the Ravens game at 1 o'clock for that kickoff, even by halftime hanging out in the 60s, but we have to deal with the rain. It starts right around 10 o'clock on Sunday morning, and then right around kickoff, we'll see more of those showers, kind of moderate rain. The heaviest rain is going to come in late on Sunday afternoon and evening, and you can see some of those areas in the yellow where we could see some moderate to heavy rain through 11 o'clock Sunday night, possibly even some thunderstorms with this very dynamic system. Behind that, notice the blue, so there'll be that cold air bringing snow to western Maryland by early Monday morning, but by the time we get into Monday afternoon, we'll see those colder temperatures continue or return to the area. Breezy and colder there, upper 40s on Monday, and then lower 50s for next week into next weekend as well.
Hey, Justin, thank you. Still ahead, move over pumpkin and peppermint. There's a new spice in town. Coming up, the new flavor that is projected to be big next year. And if you're heading home for the holidays, you may want to book your flight now if you haven't already. Coming up, just how much prices have risen over the past week. And a big night of TV. At 8, it's Hell's Kitchen. Then at 9, it's Lego Masters. Then at Fox 45 News at 10, followed by the late edition at 11. Coming up on 11:22 now on Fox 45 News Midday. 11:24. Don't miss this. If you're heading home for the holidays and you haven't yet booked your flight, you might want to jump on it. Travel app Hopper says prices have already increased by 9% in just the last week, which is a sharper rise than in previous years leading up to the holiday. Domestic round-trip flights between December 26th and the 30th cost an average of $357. That's a 3% increase from last year. An average round-trip flight on Christmas Day also up 3% from last year to $349. And if you aren't flying, maybe you're driving in an electric car. Americans purchased an estimated 1 million fully electric vehicles this year. That is the first time that many EVs have ever been sold in this country in a single year. The increase has been driven in large part by the increased variety of EV models available. By the second half of 2023, there were 95 different EV models available in the U.S., a 40% increase over just 1 year. And McDonald's is planning a major expansion as they are set to open nearly 10,000 new locations. Where are they going to go? This is by 2027. The company is saying they plan to expand restaurant growth by 4% in 2024 alone. Wow. Time now for your lunch break. Maryland-based spice company McCormick is out with its prediction for the flavor of 2024. The company believes tamarind is going to have a breakout next year. Tamarind comes from a tree that commonly grows throughout Africa, Mexico, Asia, India. It has a tangy, sweet flavor that can be added to all kinds of different things: potato chips, ice cream, even your coffee. Well, that's all we have for Fox 45 News Midday. Be More Lifestyle up next. Lady T back to tell us what they're working on.
Hey, Patrice. Okay, so a family is finding internet fame thanks to a viral video in which they fight their mom trying to clean out the fridge. Coming up, why the mom says you shouldn't have to toss out expired foods. Stay tuned. Be More Lifestyle's up next, you guys.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Be More Lifestyle.
Hey, what's up, Baltimore Lady T? This is Be More Lifestyle live from Studio A at Fox Baltimore. All right, DJ Kopeck, the Ravens DJ, is here with us, along with Jess from Mix 106.5, and comedian Hollywood Sim is here. We got a good team. Hey, you guys.
Hey,
good morning.
What's going on?
Happy Friday Eve. All right, so let me tell you right now. So a California family is going viral after doing a deep clean of their mom's fridge at Thanksgiving, and it's sparking the question, how often do you clean your fridge? In the now viral video, the mom tries to stop the family from tossing things out. At one point, she tries to take back expired food, suggesting it's still fine to eat, asking them, have you died yet? Why is that the limit? Why is that the max? Why is the max have you died? I think there were steps you could take before then. Wait, Jess, what's the limit? Like, when do you actually, like, throw your food out? How long do you let it, expire for, I guess?
Girl, not a second after the expiration date.
Right.
Like, this video gave me massive amounts of anxiety. Like, if the expiration date is today, I threw it out 2 days ago.
Oh, so you're on it. You definitely, yeah.
I can't play. I don't play.
It's not the same for my household, because sometimes, you don't remember when the milk is supposed to, thing until you see the colors change. I look at colors. I can see shapes and colors.
No, my house, we immediately get rid of anything expired that's in the fridge. Now, in the cabinet, them seasonings might stay in there for
when I tell you,
thousands of years.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't throw out the seasoning until my ancestors tell me to.
Right.
They speak from the spirit world, and they tell us, DJ Kopeck, we need your opinion.
Well, I'm running a small orphanage. My kids eat us out of house. So unless there's something growing on that food in the fridge, if it's not growing on there, then we're eating.
And even at that point, you just need to just cut it off.
Right.
You just gotta cut the mold and the green
just
stuff off, I feel like, right, Jess? And then you just, you can just eat it. Toast it.
Scrape it.
You're throwing your food out.
That was the blackest moment I think we've ever had. Okay. Well, now we want you all to tell it. We told it. You tell it, okay? How often do you clean your fridge? Vote now on our website, foxbaltimore.com/vote. When you get to the website, make sure you click on that lifestyle tab. You can also vote on our Fox 45 News app. At the end of the show, we'll see what everybody thinks, y'all. Okay, now if you enjoy a good nap, consider this. Researchers say chinstrap penguins average 10,000 naps per day. Wait, who? Penguins?
That's crazy.
The naps described as micro sleeps average just a few seconds when the penguins blink, but add them all up and it comes out to about 11 hours a day. Researchers think the naps help penguins avoid predators. You know what? That's true. Because whenever I don't want to talk to another male, I do fake like I'm asleep. Like I do. I do like a little, or like I'm praying. Like you don't know what I'm doing.
But that's why they sleep so much. You know what I mean? It's like you got to get your little naps in. But you got to be on your toes. Like what happened? What happened?
And you know what it is? You're just staying ready.
Yeah.
It's a stay ready vibe that you're just like. Jess, what do you think?
Honestly, I wish I could do this. Like, I cannot nap for the life of me.
Jess.
So I honestly wish I wish I had that ability because I feel like it would be life-changing.
Oh, okay. You know what it is? Stop drinking that coffee. You're probably on a cold brew day. Is it a cold brew day for you?
100%.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. DJ Kopeck, are you down for the nap?
I'm thinking about coming back as a penguin, but I hate the cold, so I'm gonna stick with Jess. I never nap.
In my past life, apparently, I was a penguin, so that's exactly what this.
Big naps.
Hold the tuxedo. Hold the tuxedo. Big naps. Okay. Up next, it appears no one is safe from inflation, not even the partridge in a pear tree. A study looked at just how much you'd spend if you bought the True Love's gifts. As outlined in the classic holiday carol, The 12 Days of Christmas, this year you'd be spending more than $46,000. What kind of tree is this? $46,000, that's $1,200 more than last year. You're not supposed to actually buy the stuff in the song. I thought it was just a song.
I wanted to know what she wanted all those daggone birds for in the first place.
Wait, why were you doing
4 turtle doves, 3 French hens, 2, like what?
Wait, I could go for a hen. Have you ever had hen? Hen is not that bad, actually.
Did you know that the going rate for 7 maids of milking? Is $58?
What kind? Where you getting the maids from? It depends on where you get the cleaning.
I thought it was $40.
That sounds low. That sounds low and unfair to me. I don't like that price. I feel like it should be up.
How much would you spend? Is that the right price, Jess?
Well, first of all, I don't need any milking maids. That's fine. But I just feel like I feel like their paycheck got cut because that's it. That's all they're getting paid.
It's a pay cut. It's a pay cut.
That's definitely a pay cut.
It is what it is.
That's way under minimum wage.
That's way under. Wait, DJ Kovic, what's your thoughts?
Where is there not inflation? They charged me to park here today at FOX45 before we came in.
Okay, well, wait a minute now. Give us a specific service, okay?
Somebody validate.
Is the real question. Did you get a close up of his glasses, y'all? Shout out to DJ Kopeck and catch him at the Ravens game on
Sunday. It's going to be cold out there.
It's going to be cold out there. Bring your glasses and just bring your hats. Okay?
Go Ravens.
But thank you guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, so still ahead. We're living longer than previous generations, but there's more to it than aging. Coming up, how to live not just longer, but healthier too. But first, it's the perfect holiday gift for new drivers. Coming up, the new dash cam that can help in the event of an accident. Stay tuned.
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
If you were in a car accident, sometimes it can be difficult to drive or to prove who's at fault. Julie Moran is here with a deal on popular dash cams that could help you prove your case.
The following segment is sponsored by Naki.
You know, I am always looking for new products to help keep me and my family safe, and I spend a lot of time in my car. I know you do too. So I am so excited to introduce you to the Minolta Dash Cam. Now, this gives you evidence if you're in an accident, and that is evidence at your fingertips. It records exactly what happened, and this is going to save you a lot of money on insurance claims. And it's extra peace of mind. It's really an investment for protecting your family, and I love that. Now, Minolta, as we know, is just such a trusted brand, and you can record inside and outside of your vehicle. Also, the camera, high resolution, 120-degree lens, clearer footage than any other dash cams on the market. And it automatically, I love this, automatically records collisions when you're parked. How great is that? And as I say, it includes the windshield mount, the memory card, also this power adapter, everything you need to get started right here, all in one piece. So right now, we're offering 47% off the Minolta dash cam, and I want you to head to asadeals.com for this exclusive offer. This is just something, protection for you and your family that you are going to love.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by XPRIZE.
Global life expectancy more than doubled in the last 100 years, but the quality of our health as we age has not increased at the same rate. Philanthropist and New York Times bestselling author Peter Diamandis joins us to share the future of healthy aging and how a new initiative is helping make it possible to live not just longer, but healthier.
Yesterday, we announced a $101 million Health Span X Prize in Riyadh. We've announced this to the world. We're asking teams to form and generate a solution to help reverse the ravages of aging by 10 to 20 years. So we announced it. We have 24 teams thus far in less than 24 hours. We expect to get hundreds of teams. To win this $101 million prize, teams are going to have to demonstrate a therapeutic that can be delivered in a year or less, that after it's delivered, the muscular strength of an individual, their cognition, and their immunity is that of them 10 years ago or 20 years ago. We're trying to roll back the clock and restore function for people aged 65 to 80. Our first X Prize was for spaceflight, human spaceflight. We've done X Prizes for mapping the ocean floor, pulling gigatons of carbon out of the atmosphere, helping teach kids reading, writing, and arithmetic without any schools or adults. And our X Prizes have driven about $4 billion in breakthroughs. You know, longevity is something that we all crave, but it's really not about lifespan, it's about health span. It's how do we remain healthier longer? If you remember that 100 years ago, the average health span was probably 40. Today, it's almost doubled, and our goal is to make it even longer. Yesterday, I also had the pleasure at the same day of releasing my new book called Longevity, Your Practical Playbook. And the goal here is to help people understand what you can do today in terms of diet, sleep, exercise, mindset, not dying from something stupid, which means understanding what's going on inside your body, to get you in a position to really intercept and utilize the breakthroughs coming out of this X Prize health span. Just want to thank Hevolution Foundation out of Saudi in the US that underwrote this as our title sponsor. Our co-title sponsor is Solve FSHD, is a foundation of Chip Wilson, the founder of Lululemon. And you can find out more by going to xprize.org to learn about this competition, or go to diamandis.com/longevity if you want a copy of my book and information about what you can do today to extend your health span.
Still ahead, pop star Taylor Swift is named Time Magazine's Person of the Year. And a tangled romance and wife swap coming up, the new love spark that's emerging from a TV affair. Stay tuned. Hey, fellow tea sippers. All right, it's time to spill the tea this Thursday. All right, let's start off with Diddy. So Diddy is finally speaking out after more allegations are reported. He's accused of gang raping a 17-year-old girl. This is the fourth sex assault claim made against him. In the court doc, she's listed as a Miss Doe. She submitted photo evidence as proof. Doe said that she was drugged and raped by Diddy, as well as his business partner, who we know Harvey Pierre, and another person apparently. Then he posted on Instagram saying enough is enough. He said he watched people try to assassinate his character. He said he did not do any of the awful things being alleged. He also said that he is going to fight for his name, his truth, and for his family. So Jess from Mix 106.5 is back with me now to spill the tea. Jess, I feel like Pandora's box kind of opened on Diddy. Does he even have enough money for these settlements? This is a lot of settlements, girl, he's got to do.
Girl, this is number 4. Like, I don't know what's going on. And I just, what I don't like though are the comments about saying, why is this all coming out now? You know, and I feel like we can't downplay victims in their timeline. So I just feel like that's something that needs to be taken, acknowledged in this conversation. Right.
It doesn't matter when, it just needs to, we need to figure this out. It needs to, I'm glad it's coming out now. Okay. So up next, you guys, more tea is spilling. Amy Roback and TJ Holmes have some piping hot tea. So the former morning show host started their podcast and opened up about their controversial relationship. She said people knew she was getting a divorce. His family, however, his family and friends did not know about his divorce yet, though. It was a little under wraps. And then they were waiting for, their divorces to become final before going public, but they were outed as adulterers. Now, their exes are allegedly dating. The romance has been brewing for like 6 months. Clearly, they're bonding over their divorces. Jess, this blew my mind. Why does it feel kind of gross? And it also kind of feels like a wife swap situation. Or is it revenge, the best revenge ever? What do you think?
I think when you said wife swap, that took me out because I don't like it. I don't want it. It sounds nasty. It could be very much revenge, but this entire thing is messy. Like, why do Amy and TJ have a podcast? Why is it this whole like me against the world? Like, this is messy.
But at least they're sticking together and they're doing it together, because at least it's usually just one person in the forefront. At least they're sticking together and sticking to the same story. So let's yeah, but we'll listen for more. Okay, up next, you guys, because the tea keeps pouring. Exciting news. Taylor Swift is Time Magazine's 2023 Person of the Year. From the Eras Tour to her concert film and her love life, because, we can't forget Travis Kelce, all right? Now, she was hands down the clear choice besides Beyonce and Barbie. The Time Magazine interview that she gave, Time Magazine said that she actually gave hope to people in dark times. In her recent interview with Time, she said that Kanye West and that incident, she felt like it was career death. Remember when he used the lyrics from her song in his song? And Ye said he got permission from her, but then Kim K released a recording and it was Taylor's voice saying she agreed to let him use it. Anyway, Taylor said the recording was fully manufactured. She herself went into a dark place, but of course she's the queen, so she eventually bounced back. Now, Jess, when I heard that, I don't know why it made me so mad, but I don't know. The whole incident made me I didn't like how it went down. I didn't know it was like a manufactured recording. What are your thoughts?
Well, girl, I think a lot of people forget that she went into hiding for like over a year and nobody saw her. And as far as her claiming that Kim K edited that video that was released that was illegally recorded, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of that went down and nobody had anything to say. So I'm glad that she's taken this point, because she really, I feel like she hasn't had the platform to say her piece about that situation.
And now she's getting to speak out and give her narrative as to what really happened. So I'm glad we get to finally hear that from her, honestly. All right, Jess, I love having you on, girl. Thank you so much for joining me.
Love you.
Love you more, darling. All right, that's it for the tea for today. Now, y'all know what to do at home. Y'all got to go sip on all that tea. Now to your best weather with Justin Chambers.
Really pretty shot here. This is the sunrise over the Caribbean Sea this morning. You can see all of the palm trees right there and that nice little morning glow. Wouldn't it be nice to hang out in the Caribbean, especially when the temperatures are kind of cold, although a lot of people like the cold numbers or cold temps this time of year, kind of fitting for the holiday season. Also fitting for December that we had some snow earlier this morning, at least a few flakes that were flying around. We do have a chilly afternoon ahead, not as windy as we've been, with a kind of a mix of clouds and sun. Should see some sunshine later into the day, but then warmer numbers are around for the weekend. So on your hour-by-hour forecast, temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. We'll see those clouds kind of hang around through most of the day. High temperatures, 50 is our average, so a lot of us will hang out in the lower 40s for Westminster and Cockeysville over to Bel Air, 45 Chestertown, almost 50 in Baltimore City, and 45 in Annapolis. Down to D.C. at 46 today, warmer to the south, looking at 51 in Richmond for this afternoon. Now, talking about the Ravens game, they are back at home. Rams are in town this Sunday afternoon. You can watch on Fox 45. Kickoff temperatures are going to be in the lower 60s. We actually will have mild temperatures, but a lot of rain to deal with, and that warmer air could bring with it some thunderstorm activity even in December. This is 10 o'clock Sunday morning, our American model, and then as we get later into Sunday afternoon, right around kickoff is when we'll see some light to moderate rain. The heaviest rain is going to come after the game, but about 6, 7 o'clock on Sunday evening and into the late night hours, that's when most of that rain and the active weather will be there. So we do have that potential for some thunderstorms, cooler air, much colder air. In fact, we're going to see some snow develop in western Maryland late Sunday into early Monday, but should stay just on the rain side of things here for us in Baltimore. So as you can see, our 10-day forecast, those temperatures climbing throughout the weekend. Friday and Saturday look to be some very nice afternoons, but then notice next week breezy and colder, 40s and lower 50s take us through the end of next week.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Afterpay, Govee, OtterBox, exclusively at Verizon, and Sanders Candy.
It's the time of year to celebrate with friends and loved ones. Lifestyle expert and author of Your Fully Charged Life, Megan Murphy is here with a few ways to add a little holiday to the season. Megan, great seeing you. What's an easy way to add some yay to the holidays?
Yay! Well, I partnered with a few cool brands that made my yay list, starting with Sanders. So Sanders is an iconic chocolate that has its foundings in Detroit, Michigan. This was a great host or hostess gift. I always have these on hand. You get that surprise company. You bust out this sweet treat. Chocolate is always a good idea, and Sanders is my favorite.
Tech gadgets are more popular than ever. How do we add a little yay to those gifts?
By avoiding the nay, which is like those cracked screens and dropped phones, right? I've got a teenager, 3 kids, and OtterBox is my salvation because this protective case, they're really, really rigid and durable, but they're still sleek. They slide right into your pocket, soft to the touch, and come in lots of fun colors and patterns. Plus, it has that MagSafe technology, which is key for me because I can put it right on my charger and I can pop on my magnetic wallet. Love these from OtterBox.
How else can we have an unforgettable holiday season?
Lights, 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 lights. Oh, yay. Okay, so Clark Griswold in Christmas Vacation was my favorite movie. I want that house. Those are my goals. And Govee Outdoor Lighting is helping me to make all of my lighting dreams come true. This is super easy to install, and you leave them up all year round because they're weather resistant. And there's like 16 million different colors to choose from, all operated from your Govee app. This brings the holiday fun from Govee.
And so, Megan, this year's consumers are expected to spend about, what, $1,600 on holiday-related purchases. Now, is that a yay or a nay? Coming from
Listen,
you.
I would rather give than receive. So gift giving to me is the biggest yay. It's a great way to show the people in your life how much you care, but you wanna stay within budget. And a really genius way I found to do that was with Afterpay. So you download the Afterpay app and you can buy now and pay later. There are discounts sometimes up to 80% off, but when you check out, you choose how you pay in installments with zero financing, 0% financing, zero finance charges. You truly can pay your own way and stay within budget this holiday season.
So much great information. As we wrap things up, where can we go to add some holiday cheer to the season?
You can find me on Instagram at Megan, Meghan B. Murphy, where I share my yay list.
Well, happy holiday. Talk to you soon.
You too. Yay.
Still ahead. How often do you clean your fridge? Coming up, how one family's fight over the expired food in the fridge is going viral and making people ask themselves if it's time to purge. All right, you guys, a California family is going viral after doing a deep clean of their mom's fridge at Thanksgiving. And it's sparking the question, how often do you clean your fridge? Let's see, we wanted you guys to tell us. So right now, most of you guys are saying every month. Okay, that's about time. All right, anyway, thank you guys for inviting us into your home. Make sure you follow Be More Lifestyle on all our social media. Thank you for joining me today. Stay blessed. Bye.